2 days back, I was in Tanzania. Big team Yanga invited me to come over. So I've got all these invites and things. Last time I went with my daughter and my son. We went to awards, and it was the first time I go to awards. I saw people. I saw South African people.
South African people. Geez.
Yeah, you know, I do only football awards.
Right.
But I'm enjoying myself now. I feel new. I go to things that I never went to. Now I'm invited to go to Miss South Africa first time.
Oh, that is fantastic.
Unbelievable. Yeah. So I'm enjoying my life.
Did you have a good laugh about the Royal AM thing? Did you expect it to have that kind of reaction? I mean, you were there going to visit the club and all of a sudden it became a big thing.
You know you're playing in the space of monkeys. If you play in the space of monkeys, there's glitz and glamour.
Yeah.
She took it to a higher level.
Right?
Yes, she took it to another level. We just came to share our experiences in football, and no, Mamkiza took it to another level.
Excellent. All right. 088830702. By the way, I will not monopolize this conversation because I'm sure many of you would like to engage with the coach. So give us a shout, and you can send us your questions already. I see some coming through on WhatsApp on 0727021702 in conversation with Pitso Mosimane with us on the Hanging Out feature. So let's take it back a little bit. I mean, Kagiso, growing up, you become the big soccer star that you are. In fact, I was listening to one YouTube clip. They said at some point you were the most expensive player in South Africa at like 60,000 rands. But I mean, that's a conversation for another day.
That was that time.
Yeah. Did you always set out to be now, suppose, the most well-paid, highest paid, maybe in some instances, coach in Africa?
Well, I do what I do. I do my work, and whatever is related to or whoever judges or puts a value to it, it's not my space. I provide service like you, and if somebody feels that this service is worth X and respects me and humbles me, especially in football, it's normal. I'm not the highest paid coach in the world. I'm one of the least paid coaches in the world. If you look at the top coaches, the Pep Guardiolas, the Jurgen Klopp, the Mourinhos, and some Europeans, they come to Africa, they get the same or more. I don't know, but I'm an international coach. I guess a very good example is top guys. You know, we've got top guys in South Africa, including yourself, obviously. Like black coffee. If you want the service, you have to pay for it. Yeah. And you know what you want, and you know what you will get. So we provide services, and if you want to pay for it, you can pay for it. And if you feel it's not a good one, then you get somebody else.
Yeah. And your philosophy, I suppose, in as far as what you get compensated and what your output is, do you yourself put a price on it?
Well, I've got an office that I see. You see this? They're here.
They're here.
Yeah, I've got an office that runs my life. It's important for me not to be part of negotiations because sometimes I might like the club so much that I want to be with them, and then it might compromise what the value is, and I stay away from those things. Like now, I've been asking my officer. I said, but you know what? I think I'm feeling better now lately. When do you think I should go back? Because a certain team inquired, right, and I like the team, right. In fact, teams. One national team and one club.
What was about to ask is it a national
one
team?
National team, one national team and a club. And national team that really, I think this national team deserves to come out and win an AFCON. So I get compromised because I like the space, because I like startups. I like teams that haven't achieved things, and I like to go there. And I think it gives me a drive. Like my previous club here in South Africa, they haven't won nothing for the last 7 years before I went there. And I think we left the jersey at a higher, at a good level, at a good place.
Right.
Same with Al-Ahly, they didn't do nothing on the international stage for 6-7 years. So we did 2 World Cups, we did 3 CAF Champions League final, we did 2 CAF Super Cups. So we were having good fun at international level. So I like that national team also hasn't achieved much. So but it has big potential to can do that. I think we all want to do things that we think they have potential. You cannot just, somebody was saying, yeah, but Pitso is not a good coach. Why can't he must make Maritzburg United win the league? Then you can say he's a good coach. So I said, why Jurgen Klopp doesn't coach Berlin Football Club? Why he coaches Dortmund and Liverpool? Why Pep coaches Barca and Bayern and now Man City? Why should you can't go to community radio station? Can you now?
Not at the level where I'm at now, I suppose.
Yes, exactly that. So it's the same with me. So you don't have to prove that you can do community radio station and you can get listeners.
Yeah.
You know. So that's
And do you enjoy that high pressure that comes with? Because I mean, okay, we'll talk about, because you did talk about it, it's out there. You're saying the 8 years you were at Sundowns, there was a lot of pressure. You were out there smiling, winning, but in terms of what was happening behind the scenes, you said there's a lot of pressure.
There was a lot of pressure, but how low can you go when I find a team number 15th on the lock? When I find a team that hasn't won a trophy in 7 years, how low can it go? There's pressure, but how low can it go? This thing will always come up. There's no chance it can go higher, lower than that. So with Al-Ahly also was the same. We have to win the Champions League. They haven't won it for 7 years. We haven't been to the World Cup for 7 years. We haven't done the CAF Super Cup for 7 years. So we had that festival of international football where we mixed with the Bayern, we mixed with the Chelsea, we mixed even at Sundowns, we mixed with Barcelona, you know. Brilliant. A lot of good opportunities for me, and I'm happy that I've played in the spaces of those big clubs that we just mentioned now. Yeah. And see if can we add value in those things, can we play in that space, and God bless, we have done so.
You just mentioned now, you told your team that you're feeling a little bit better, and I'm assuming you're saying you're feeling a little bit better after the Morocco situation, and you say we played but we forgot to score. I mean, are you over that?
Yeah. Yeah. But look, you must always look at the positive side out of that, you know. Yeah. I think for me the positive side is to do 3 finals in a row. That's the positive side, you know. So you cannot win them all. I think I've lost maybe about 8 cup finals, but I'm blessed. We have about 18 trophies, so you can look back in the continent and say who has won 18 major trophies. So we are blessed.
Yeah, we all celebrated and we heard the news, and your big fan, your big pal Maskep was one of the ones who broke the news. He's going to Al-Ahly. It's a big thing, right?
Yeah.
What comes with that responsibility of being head coach of Al-Ahly?
Yeah. First, when Al-Ahly calls in the continent, you can't say no.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing bigger than that. And if there is, somebody must tell me which team. In terms of major titles, in terms of winning league titles, in terms of winning Champions League, in terms of being in the World Cup. That team has been in the World Cup 5 times. I mean, they've won CAF Super Cups, I think maybe 4 or 5 times. You have a chance to play against Bayern, you have a chance to play the champions of South America, Palmeiras, which has beaten anybody in South America for 2 years. We played them in 2 years in a row. They've beaten any Flamengo, any River Plate, any Boca Junior, anything you can ever mention in South America. They've beaten all those teams, and a pleasure to play against them. We won one, we lost one, but it's good because then I get a little bit of follow-up from Brazil, from Argentina, then now Mexico. So it's good because you now interact with the world. The world will start recognizing your job, because you're playing with their biggest teams, you remember? So that gives you that pleasure to play against Bayern. For me, against Hansi Flick, they just beat Barcelona 8-2 5 weeks before that, and I said, my God, where am I going? And there was Messi on the pitch, and there was Suarez on the pitch, and I said, where am I going against this super team? But yeah, we lost 2-0, but that's not bad. We didn't embarrass the continent. We brought a medal for the continent, the third best team in the world, even though some of the Egyptians were not happy with us losing 2-0 against Bayern. That's the pressure you have in Al Ahly.
Yeah. And do you just rub that off with just water off your back?
What can you do? They want to win, and I was also, to be honest, not happy to lose, because I thought when it was 1-0, it went to the 80th, 70th, 76th minute. I thought, you can get luck, you can get anything can happen when it's 1-0. You can get a corner kick, you can get a penalty. I'm not talking about really normal, easy play to can score, because it was not very easy for us to score. We have to tell the truth.
Mm-hmm.
But anything can happen, So you have to understand they want to win at all times, and I think it's the right slogan. But we also have to be realistic, because I don't know which coach wins
all the time.
All the time, you can tell me which one.
No, that one. Certainly. Wow, so many messages coming through. So I'm going to give you an opportunity to also ask your questions, or maybe just comments and say what you need to say to Coach Pitso Mosimane with us. 011-883-0702, 072-702-1702. This one just says, Tabo, Pitso is my hero. I pray that he enjoys whatever that comes his way. He keeps proving time and time again that local is lek. That's Francis Koma.
Thank you,
Much
Francis.
appreciate, Francis. Thank you very much. I'll keep those messages coming. That's the big question, is it not? The question around this local is like, and how, I mean, for lack of a better word, badly Bafana is performing. Do you get asked that question quite a lot, to say that?
Yes.
What needs to happen?
Wherever I go, wherever I go, the whole Africa, the whole continent. I was in Morocco. In fact, the people who really give me hard time is the Moroccans, because I play a lot in that space. I just got my CAF Pro license given by the Morocco Federation.
That's right, yes.
It's an invite. Can you believe that?
Wow.
By Morocco Federation.
That's a big deal.
Yeah.
Big deal.
They said you must do the CAF Pro license. Unbelievable. But anyway, the coaches over there is the first one in Africa, by the way, that license has been done, and hopefully my country can follow.
Yes.
So the coaches there, they ask me. They say, let me ask. Even Louis Cisse, the one of Senegal, he was also invited on that course. He asked me, but why you don't coach South Africa? I mean, South Africa, they look at my country as it is. For them, they look up to South Africa, you know that. We are top in the continent and all that. And I said, I was there, and they sacked me. They said, I don't know what I'm doing. So they said, and the guys are saying, are you serious? If you're leading the continent as one of the top coaches here in the continent, I mean, South Africa, they're not doing well. Who's coaching them?
Yeah.
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 So I then said, yeah, but it's a different situation. In sometimes to be honest with you, I feel appreciated outside more than my country. To be honest.
That must be tough.
Yeah, but because we have also our we come from a different culture. Our history also plays a part in that, because our country is not together. When you're in Egypt, they're all Egyptians.
Yeah.
There is no minority of white people and black people and what. No, it's Egyptians. When you're in Senegal, the Senegalese. I was I was invited now in Tanzania. Tanzanians. So our country, we come from those backgrounds. When it's rugby, you see how full the stadium is. When it comes to football, why not? And we cannot be also trying to play politics. I mean, so why can't the black people fill the stadium if the white people fill the stadium? Let's be honest. Okay, but also we have a rivalry that is so big in our country with Pirates, Chiefs, Sundowns. So if you are associated with a certain team, other people might not like you. When you move from the other team, other people might not like you also. I don't think everybody at Sundowns likes me now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's proven.
Are you still getting those lawyer letters?
The lawyer letters, they can come. We will go to court if we have to go to court. I wish I don't go to court, because this is the team that I really love. I've played for it. I've been at Mamelodi Sundowns with Dr. Itsweng, people don't know that. They own that team.
Yeah, so you were there even Thomas Madikach.
I was there with Zola Mahobe. I was there with the Chiglas. I was there when the Standard Bank owned it.
Yeah.
I've been there all the time, and I've played for this club even during those times. That's my club.
Yeah.
So it has nothing to do, and I was there with the Motsepe family.
Yes.
So I've played for this club before everybody. So I've been in this club for long. So it's my club. So nobody can tell me about few supporters who wants to say one thing or two, But I also feel that it's unfair, because we've also contributed a little bit, that little bit of contribution we've put in the team. But it's okay, it's part of our lives in South Africa, and everybody will start complaining, but why are you asking to be paid this money? You know what I'm trying to say? Is you want the service, you get it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Let's take the news. When we come back, we'll take some of your questions and, of course, some of your voice notes that I see coming through there. Matapelo Molloy, what's happening in the news?
Thanks, Tabo. Good morning.
City Power says it's unable to respond to ongoing power outages in Roodepoort this morning due to a protest action. On the brink of eviction, angry residents have taken to the streets, saying that the Johannesburg social housing company has now come back on a rent-to-buy agreement dating back to 2008. Due to safety concerns, City Power says it will not be deploying its teams to the area. The families of the mine workers killed in Marikana in 2012 say they're observing the 10th year anniversary of the massacre with heavy hearts. While the majority of the families of the deceased mine workers have received compensation for loss of income support, the Socio-Economic Rights Institute says victims are yet to be compensated for the trauma caused by the massacre. The non-profit organization says an apology from President Cyril Ramaphosa is also still outstanding. And Parliament's Portfolio Committee on Mineral Resources and Energy says the department's report into the crisis